All right, welcome to another one from the Outdoor Analyst. I've got a super fun one for you today. We're going to be talking about top knives for the apocalypse if you just had to walk out and go. But before you do, hey, if you wouldn't mind hitting that subscription button before you hit your own apocalypse knife choices, I would really appreciate that. It does help out the channel. If you're into hunting, check out The Heart of the Hunt. It's on Amazon. Got links down there below. And then leave a like. Put some comments on here about what your favorite knives are, especially if you had to walk out the door with just 5 right now, what would they be? And this list has been the most complicated thing ever because in reality, I'm walking out with 5 knives knowing I have all my other tools kind of in line, but I only get 5. So this was actually an idea from Paul over at Sharp Ends. He said, hey, anybody watches this, just tag me, take the idea. It's like, all right, cool. This sounds like a lot of fun. So he also added folders. So honestly, I think I have to add folders in this too. You only get 5, and that's literally it. And that really made this complicated. It really did. So it did get me thinking, like, what is the folder that I actually use the most, that I pop on all the time? And it makes me an absolute hypocrite because I love it so much. And that is the Benchmade Mini Adamas. This thing is in CPM crew wear. It is, yes, an axis lock, but I've just beat this knife to death. It has done really well for me. It's smooth, it is tough, it is tanky. If I need it to just pretty much do anything, I have no issues with it. Like, it has held up really, really well for me. I like the crew wear. Good edge retention, incredibly tough. And if we're talking about apocalypse knives, I'm going more toughness, and it's also very deep carry. Because originally my first thought was, oh, I actually use the bug out just about the most over any knife. I have a custom bug out that I worked on. I love it. But I think this is probably the knife that I would actually choose. I think I use this maybe even a little more than the bug out. It's just so smooth. It is a fantastic axis lock on here, some good old bronze washers. It is a really nice knife. I love this thing. So number 1 would actually be a solid deep carry tank of a pocket knife that's not incredibly heavy, but I would trust it to do dirty things. We have a good guard on there if we need to. The next thought process that was coming to my mind was I need something that's kind of a do-all, a camp knife, a kitchen knife. And for me, that was a very easy choice. It was actually one of Paul's choices too, and it is the Lycian Bush Dog. This has a beautiful leather sheath, almost a 6-inch blade on here of A2 tool steel, about 3/16 thick. And this thing is just a saber grind that comes down to an incredibly thin edge that does cooking tasks amazingly well. It does firewood tasks amazingly well. It has a big enough guard that if I need to use it for you-know-what in the apocalypse, it's a pretty decent-sized knife. Got good reach. It's A2 tool steel. It's nice and tough. And it's kind of like the do-all knife for this whole system. And I absolutely love it because it absolutely dominates as one of the best camp knives out there too. So I love the Lycian Bush Dog. It actually solves a whole lot of problems for me. After that, I actually got to thinking, hey, processing game, it's going to be pretty important. At this point, I love this knife. This thing is just ridiculous. This is the Knives by Nuge Bruin. It's in CPM 154. Now, if it was the end of the world, I might actually choose the AEBL version, but this is 330 seconds in CPM, and right now, since it's not the end of the world, I'll actually probably take this over AEBL because it has better edge retention. But it's a little harder to hone up, but man, it's nice. Very, very stainless, very thin. This knife molds into another kind of do-all belt knife, but really crushes hunting. This would be the main hunting knife. I can do fish with this very, very well because it's so thin. I've done quite a few bass with it, and it just is excellent at filleting. You know, not perfect because there's no flex, but it'll absolutely do that task super well. This will zip up Bambi. This kind of covers the hunting, fishing area for me, and it does it very, very well. And I just love that knife. It's so, so good. Now, after that, I was thinking, would I really just want kind of like a bushcraft knife for myself? And the answer is yes, I do. And probably one of my favorites this year. And this was tough. I love AA Forge. I love Lycian. I love my LT Wrights. But this knife is just special. And if you only get one for the rest of your life, this is my Lycian Woodsman. And it has just got one of the best looking handle scales. It's an A2 tool steel, so it's nice and easy to hone back up. Nice convex edge on here. It absolutely crushes all bushcraft camping work that I'm going to need to do. It really is. And it can, yet again, it is convex, so this can morph into doing food processing, animal processing, camp, everything. It's a good tool to do a little bit of everything, but it's also kind of my fun woodsworking tool at this point too. So that's 4. Now, granted, the joke about this whole video from Paul was 6, 7. So we're going to do 5, but actually I'm going to show you the 7 that I would do if I was actually allowed to. The next one, I am going to add a pocket fixed blade into this. And daggone it, I just had so many good ones. I really did. Shoot, we have like the AA Forge Traveler. I really love that knife. We have 2 of the Reef Circadians, one that's true sheep's foot, one that's also the regular one. We have the White River Ursus Cub. I mean, I have Winger blades. I have so many I wanted to put in this. I actually carry the Wicket the most, honestly, from Knives by Nuge. This thing gets the most time for me. But if this was the end of the world, the apocalypse, I think I would probably want something just a little bit bigger, and I would leave my small knife tasks to my actual folders. Now, if this was later on in life, this is further down the road, I might actually take the AA Forge Traveler here. It's in CPM Magna Cut. It kind of does bushcraft hunting super, super well. I love this handle. It is so comfortable, but this knife is newer to me, and I need to spend more time with it before I, just solidify it in here. I love both of my Reef Circadians. These are insane. I love the sheep's foot, and I love the regular drop point. The truth be told, this is going to be a pocket fixie for me. So either way, I'm putting like the AP Ulti clip on here. But if this is the end of the world apocalypse, I'm going to take the regular drop point. If this was regular life right now, where I'm going to be opening boxes and packages all the time, yeah, probably this one, to be honest with you. But we're not. We're at the end of the world. Trust me. UPS and USPS has shut off. So we're going to take the sheep's foot off just for that reason, and going to put on the regular Reef Circadian, because this molds into another very good do-all knife for me. I can absolutely do all the hunting tasks I need with this. EDC fixed blade, it's Magna Cut, it's pretty tough. It does kind of mold into, I could also do bushcraft with it and carve if I need to. It's another really good do-all just option on here. So if I only had 5, this would probably be it, to be honest with you. Now we get to jump into kind of like the wild card 6, 7s. And I'm adding another folder, and I'm actually going to add a larger folder, and it's going to be the Spyderco Para 2, or PM2, sorry. The Para went for the 3 only. And this is one of the kind of specialty ones where they did it in crew wear and micarta. I love this knife. I carry this a ton. Got a little lynch clip on here to not get it nice and deeper. This is a wonderful, wonderful knife. It's absolutely awesome. Super tough, super thin and slicey, yet I can still get this pretty deep in the pocket. So I'm actually choosing this sucker as number 6. Yeah, it's pretty big. It's beefy, but this is the end of the world. Concealing a little pocket knife is not what I'm really going for. And as you can see, I'm missing a chopper. And honestly, it wasn't on my list because I am going to, in my mind, if I'm going for the apocalypse, I'm going to have axes, and I'm going to use axes and saws. Absolutely like axes and saws. You're not going to see me doing tons of chopping, batoning at all, honestly. I'm going to completely move tools into what they do. So if you only have that many and they have to last your lifetime, you use them very specifically for their actual tasks. But I needed something that morphed into, in my mind, honestly, kind of like a fighting carry knife that I can also zip brush out with, and yet do heavy woodworking if I need to. And I love the sheath for the Lanzetta. Such a good system. Great Kydex. This is the Work Tough Gear Lanzetta, K329, 1/4 inch thick. of about an 8-inch or 8.5-inch blade. This has one of the most comfortable handles. I can do little work, I can do big work. It is nice and thick on the spine to the tip, so I can do batoning with this as well. And if I need to literally start hacking limbs, this is the knife that sticks on your hip. So 6'7", here we go. This was my list for it. I don't even know if I can get this in frame, so here we go. We're sitting it on knives. That's where we're going with it. This is what I got. I think this was great. Same with with sharpens. Do your own YouTube apocalypse knives, whether that's 5 or your 6 or your 7. I think it's freaking hilarious. These are awesome. I absolutely love them. And I think if I had to really be specific, this is probably what I would take with me, even though I have customs and craziness in all these areas. When you narrow it down to you only get so many knives, you really have to start thinking, what does the perfect task perfectly for you? And I think that's kind of what these do. This is my combat knife, essentially, that can still mold and morph into a lot of other things. This is my heavy use folder. Absolutely. I love this thing, but it's slicey. It's also great for food prep and slicing little stuff. Amazing. I absolutely love the Circadian. This just morphs into hunting, bushcraft, EDC excellence. My favorite woods knife, probably just of all time, and that's really saying something. That's also really tough. The Lycian Woodsman. It's just so good at doing woods work, but it also can morph into, being an awesome do-all for me as well. And I just love that thought. Then a killer hunting knife from Knives by Nuge. The Bruin is just excellent. But if I also need it to be my belt knife, my bushcraft knife, everything, this can do it. Cook knife, absolutely. Super thin stainless steel edge. Gonna crush it in the kitchen too. Camp knife, fire knife, a little bit of everything. Yet again, Lycian bush dog, and combat knife too. This has a ridiculous guard to it. It would absolutely work if I had to put it into it. That's gonna work good. It's kind of big, it's intimidating, kind of has that French tradesman sort of look to it on the knife, and then just an overbuilt tough folder that is deep carry and nice and slicey too. Gotta love the little mini Adamas. I love the full-size one. I actually wish I had the full-size back, and I know I hate saying that because it is a Benchmade. But Benchmade, I do like their knives. They're just way overpriced. It is what it is, but when you get a good deal on one, I'll still pick them up because I do like them. They have great designs. This is a Shane Siebert design, and I just love the Adamas. Absolutely love it. So these are my picks. I know it's a little weird. I love them though. They're so good. Great knives. Let me know what you would pick down below. Make your own YouTube video. Shout me out. Tag me. I'll tag Sharp Ends too in this. Check his channel out if you haven't before. He's got his own version of this as well. And ironically, yeah, we have one of the same knives in here. It's darn that good. But okay. Hey, I'll catch you on the next one.